NE10 Now, the podcast takes us to Colchester, Vermont today. We're talking men's basketball with Darrel Yepdo of the 7-1 St. Michael's Purple Knights. Darrel, first off, congratulations on the start. What's clicked for you guys?
I think, buying into the team's culture, coach has done a really good job of just like listening to his players and allowing us to just give feedback. And yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. And then, we've kept it rolling from there.
Sometimes you win a game by 1 point. Like, all right, you played a good game. Maybe you get lucky at the end. You win 3 games in a row by 1 point, including 2 over teams that were either receiving votes or ranked. There's a little something extra in there. What is it for you guys that's allowed you to perform in the clutch early on this year?
I think we've learned a lot about our team. It's just our will to like, notice that we're down by, maybe a large deficit and just to not give up. I don't know if you noticed, but like we're more of a second half team. We're trying to, work on getting better at that. But yeah, we'll be down by like 18 and then come back and win. So like it's like the second half is, I don't know. I think it's the St. Michael's pedestal. Like, all right, like we know we're gonna be fine in the second half. Like, let's fix the first half. We don't end up in this position.
Why do you think that is about the second half? Like, what for you guys kicks in that allows you to finish strong?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out too, because it's like if we could do that for the first half, then like we could win games by 15 instead of 1. You know what I'm saying? But I really just think it's like I don't know. We just have the urgency to like fight. Like we never back down. So, we kind of just, keep our foot on the gas and just keep going and 3 1-point games in a row. I mean, shoot, that's crazy.
You guys were picked preseason 12th in the conference. There are 12 teams in the conference. As we talk, St. Mike's is 7-1 overall. You are 5-0 and the only undefeated team left in the Northeast 10.
Yeah.
What did you guys think when you saw the preseason rankings, and how have you turned that completely on its head?
I don't know if my coach wants me to say this, but I'm gonna just say it. He put the preseason poll and taped it to all of our lockers the day it came out, and he was just like furious, like he was mad. He's just like, you know what, like we're gonna prove him wrong, and so we did. And not even that we did, like we're good, but like we still have a whole season ahead of us.
How does that work? Because I feel like people would say like media types like to talk about those things, but then they do turn into motivational points for teams. Like, what does it do for you? How does it fire you up when you see that and inside we're better than what that piece of paper says?
Now it's every day we fight to, show each and every coach that like we're not last. Like like you guys should be scared of us, basically. And it's just a good added motivation to see that on our lockers every single day. So that's what we use as motivation for practice every single day. And I guess it's working out. So
yeah. What's been the biggest growth point for you as a team from last year to this year?
From last year to this year, I would say maturity. I would definitely say maturity. Well, first of all, we got a bunch of new players that are just nice. So our team is really good. Like skill wise and everything. But we allowed people to just buy in. We got people to buy in, the new kids, Jamil Freakus, Nolan Merrill. We got the new guys to buy in. And I think that's what's working well for us right now. Everybody's just locked in and just ready to win the next game.
Let's talk about your growth process, because a year ago, you averaged 6 points a game and a little bit less than 2 assists per game. And we're still early, but this year you are averaging 17 points per game and 3.5 assists per game. You're shooting 40% from 3. What was your biggest point of growth over the offseason that's led to this?
I honestly think it's coach just gave me the ultimate confidence. Like it was starting last year. I wasn't playing as much until like maybe the second half of the season. And then he just gave me the ultimate confidence, like I was starting and I was playing like 30 minutes a game, and I was like, okay, like I'm getting used to college. So I went into summer thinking like, all right, like I know what to work on now since I've been experienced. I went into summer, just worked out all summer on certain things, I would ask a team, because I know a lot of people from different teams. So I asked different people like, all right, like, what would what would your coach say about my game that was bad? And then I would just work on it. And now it's like, all right, now you can't really go under screens because I'm a shooter, but you can't give me a step, or if you give me a step, like I'm gonna knock it down. So I don't know. It's just working on things that people said I was bad at.
Huge jump from your freshman year to your sophomore year. Tell me about the jump from high school to college. How did you wind up from Massachusetts up in Colchester, Vermont?
All right, so that's a good story. So I was always because I was always like an undervalued player. I was always like overlooked and all that other stuff. So they're like, I'm too small. I'm not fast enough, or I don't even know. I can't shoot it well enough, or whatever. So I was in high school. I was really good. I was top in the league or whatever, but I just never got any offers or any looks or anything. So I was kind of just like, wow, like I don't know what it is. And I was gonna go to Pace, and nobody knows this, but I was committed to Pace. I was gonna go, and then I was just like, I don't know. And then Coach Ian called me, and he's like, yo, like we're gonna offer you like right now. Like he didn't even see me play ever. Like he just had a hunch. He was just like, you know what, like we're gonna offer you, like you have a good chance to play right away. So I was like, all right, this guy seems super confident in me. Like maybe I'll just pick St. Michael's. So I got off the phone with him in like 5 minutes, and I just chose St. Michael's quickly. I was like, I talked to my mom. I was like, yo, like I'm gonna go to St. Michael's. Hung up the phone, called Coach Ian back. I was like, okay, I'm committing right now. And then after that, bro, I came up here. I never even visited the school. I didn't even know what it looked like, but I committed on a hunch. I was just like, you know what, like I'm just gonna come and play basketball in Vermont. I've never been there. The record wasn't that, like we wasn't like a winning team at the time. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna just come and just see what I can do. So now we're 5-0 in the NE10, and it's working well. So
What did your mom think?
she's my biggest supporter. She was kind of like, why you want to go to Vermont? I was like, I don't like, I just liked how Coach Ian talked to me on the phone. I like, he seemed like a good guy. He came from, multiple Division I schools. He had a lot of experience, and yeah, he can make you a professional basketball player. So I was like, okay, like I'll just come here and we'll see what happens. So I trusted his word, and I'm here now.
What did you think when you got there? And obviously it's played out well for you. What's it been like for the last year and a half?
It's cold, bro. It's cold. Like I didn't think, because I'm from Boston, so it
It's
gets cold
cold,
over
yeah.
here. Yeah, but like this is crazy. Like negative 40 degrees some days. Like it's bad. Like I don't know, but
You
it's
know,
a
there's
good
a whole
experience.
country north of you. That's the
Yeah, I can't. I'm like, just Canada right there. I can go there whenever I want. Like it's just weird. It's cool though. It's different. It's something that I'm not used to, and I'm still not used to. I've been here for a year and a half. Um, but I like how different it is. I like the people that I've met here, and the team is probably the most important thing to me. So, the guys, I love the guys. And we just built like a special bond. So, I love it here. So
what's important for you guys over the course of the next 2.5 months as you look toward the ultimate goal to accomplish that ultimate goal? How do you turn 5-0 into a shot at an NE10 championship?
it's just being like the hunter, having like a hunter's mentality. We can't really get complacent because I personally feel like winning is like uncomfortable. It's like an uncomfortable sense because it's like you can't like even rest. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's, scouting and trying to figure out ways to stop us. So we have to like combat that and just put in more work to like combat what everybody else is trying to do. So it's just like it's more work, and it's an uncomfortable feeling, but um I don't know. I just feel like it's something that winners do. You know what I'm saying? Just have to put in more work than others. So
Darrel Yepdo, appreciate the time. Congratulations on the great start for you, for your team, and best of luck keeping it up over the course of the rest of the season.
all right, thank you. Appreciate you so much.